what's the next step in our storytelling,
Dominion X.
how do we get a community involved? Those were some of the questions we started to ask ourselves. Like, okay, given we have a pool of resources here from the sale of the capital or the sale of the
this is one of many few projects.
what's like something we could make to get the community involved in helping shape
TV
tone,
NFT.
help shape character, help establish the kind of animation we're going to produce. And so that's what led us to where we are now, which is getting very close to opening up our writer's room and inviting fans to join us as we write this first episode of Replicant X. So, Towner, I don't know if you want to expand on that in terms of the details, but that's the big picture thinking was just what feels viable to bring a community of fans together to help, shape what this is going to become.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, that's definitely been a big part of our thinking is just, so often we develop shows and concepts, behind closed doors. And then traditionally what we would do is we would, take that idea and in order to get any kind of momentum, they would be, pitched to the traditional studios, right? And then from there, it could take, say they want to buy it, could take months just to get a deal done. And, and then you could be in development for years before something even gets on the air or, God forbid, your exec, your champion gets fired or promoted, which has happened a number of times, and your project is just all of a sudden an orphan that's tied up. So what we got really excited about, as we got into Web3 and started going down these rabbit holes is like, well, what if we developed directly with the community, and what if we developed more in the open? So the things that we're creating, those holders of the Replicant X NFTs will get the producer pass experience of like getting to be a part of seeing animation as it's coming off of our stages, getting to kind of make key decisions like early on as we're establishing like Chris was saying, like the tone and the type of storytelling. So this is definitely an experiment. We don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but in our experience, anytime we've just rolled up our sleeves and started building and started making things, good things have happened. So that is our hope here, is that we've got a little bit from the sales to make about a minute and a half in total of content, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in the world of animation that does take a lot of resources. So our goal is to just make that experience as fun as possible, develop out the show as much as we can, and hopefully by the end of that have a really solid piece of content that whether you know about the NFT